There we go.
Wonderful. Welcome to another Driftless Drinks review. My name is Mark.
My name is John, and today we have a very special beer. It is Pulpit Rock's Pour Over Porter.
We got the old Pulpit Rock Brewing Company Tanzania Peaberry Pour Over Porter.
Now, it was gifted to us some time ago by a very special friend. Shout out, Sheila.
Now, this one comes to us from Emily. Thanks, Emmy. Appreciate it.
Now, full disclosure, this was given to us at Driftless Drinks pre-COVID. And due to some strange mishaps, ninjas, and other things, we had to diverge, and I have one type and Mark has another type.
I've seen at least 4 or 5 different varieties now, and I've had one other one, and I'll be totally honest, I don't remember what it was.
This one happens to be their winter blend. So the cool thing is that Pulpit Rock makes this on a regular basis, and then they use different coffees that they blend into each batch. It's never the same twice, as far as I know.
This is the Tanzania Peaberry Pour Over Porter. As I go around the can, this is a 16-ounce pint can, according to the label. And it says Pulpit Rock Brewing Impact Coffee. Handcrafted and hand-roasted in Decorah, Iowa. Keep refrigerated, which it has been since the day it was purchased.
This one actually comes from Bootstrap Coffee in St. Paul, Minnesota. This should be a very interesting one. I'm a fan of porters. So
let's get into this thing. Ooh, the crack. And I have beer all over myself.
That is very dark.
Oh, man, it looks dark. Let's see what she looks like in the glass. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Faint head, but I'm not roughing it up.
And I'm going to be just a little rough with it.
Very dark. And as you can see, the head dissipates almost immediately. I was able to dump out almost the entire pint into our namesake tulip pint glass here. As you go around it, it's a little bit oily on the edge there.
So you can see that the head dissipated quite a bit right away. There's not much oiliness to it, a little bit.
We'll take a look at the light here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me turn the label so you can try to see through it. There's really not much light getting through this thing at all. As I hold it up to the lights, it is opaque.
There's nothing. You can't see into it.
This thing is a black hole.
It's just very, very, very dark.
No light gets through it, not even on the edge. The event horizon happens to be the glass in this instance.
Stick a nose in it.
Wow. Sharp coffee.
Yeah, beautiful coffee scent. The nose is just excellent on it.
Smells like a good dark roast, though. It's like when you grind up a really good Colombian dark roast. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the roastiness. I'm getting a little bit of the malt. And, you know, the thing is that with coffee, sometimes you get those chocolate scents coming up. I'm getting that here, too.
Well, no point in waiting, right?
I don't know. All we can do is go in for a taste. It is very level. It is very smooth.
So the carbonation on this is very faint and very thin and not at all like creamy or bubbly. And as you can see, the bubbles have all but gone away on top here.
I don't know. There's not a lot of carbonation in it. Not as much as I'd like.
So that leaves us with something that's a little bit lacking on the mouth here. Yeah, this would be a little bit better with some, a little bit better carbonation here, I think.
It's a good porter. And the coffee's there. And I should have had this early this morning instead of late at night when I'm actually shooting these videos.
That being said, very coffee forward. The nose pulls through to the mouth feel or to the taste. Really heavy coffee. There's also a dark chocolate note in there, kind of buried in. And then it just kind of finishes like, I don't want to call it chalky. And I don't know if this is due to the lack of carbonation, but the coffee definitely lingers and it's a little dry. You know what? Let's leave this sit for a few minutes and we'll come back to it. How's that? We'll go catch a Pokemon and we'll circle back here in like 10 minutes. Yeah. All right, so coming back to the Pulpit Rock Brewing Company Tanzania Peaberry Pour Over Porter. Let's see what we got after about a good 10 to 15 minute wait here in the glass.
Yeah. Level. Good. Not really sparking a lot of interest.
Okay. It's starting to open up a little bit. The lack of carbonation is a little less concerning at this point as it warms in the glass. It's kind of starting to come into its own. It is very coffee forward. Very dark chocolatey roast to it. It finishes fairly quickly. That chalkiness earlier is going away as it warms. It's starting to subside a little bit.
I don't know. I would be willing to try another one of these.
Well, I'll tell you flat out. If this wasn't a gift, I would probably not go and buy these. But if I'm at the brewery, I would love to try one on tap.
I think I'd rather have it from Pulpit Rock themselves. I've been to the place a couple of times. I really, really admire what they do, and I've had some magnificent beers from them. This one isn't the top of the list, though.
If I make it to the brewery this summer, I'll have one there. And it will probably be a different coffee at that point, and that's fine.
Really, I'm interested to see what Mark has on his with a different kind of coffee. See if it's still kind of the same level of carbonation and flavor profile that this one has. Just with a different coffee. Maybe it makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't.
If you want to buy me one, I'll have one. But I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't seek it out and pay my own paper money for it.
That was Pour Over Porter from Pulpit Rock. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell up there. That helps us out. Definitely hit us up if you got any questions, if you have beer suggestions. We want to hear from you. If you send us beer, we won't sit on it nearly as long. Hey, it's been a rough 2020, and I'm so glad it's no longer 2020. So until then, and for the rest of the year, stay healthy.
Be safe, be well, and always, always remember to drink good beers. Carburation isn't what it should be. Needs a little more air.